Hey guys, Mtashed here, and I want to be just like every other YouTuber, but like a shittier version of it. And I want to cover the Bungie Weekly Update, the March 27th update, the Go Fast update. I want to talk about my thoughts on it. I want to talk about the good. I want to talk about the bad. I want to talk about the frustrating stuff. I want to rant a little bit. I want to be a little bit sexy over here, maybe. Let's get into it. I'm gonna try and do this fast. I don't want to waste a bunch of your time, but there is a lot to cover, and I might go on a tangent here, so just deal with me. Just deal with it. Just watch the video. You're gonna enjoy it. We're starting now. Two of the key areas of improvement for the Crucible were time to kill and team shotting. Those are the things that people are pissed about. So we've set our sights on reworking systems, mechanics, and values to tackle these two areas. Does this mean you're changing the time to kill? No, it doesn't. What they did is they wanted to change some other things surrounding it because, in Bungie's opinion, the issue is not the time to kill. It is all these other factors coming together making the gameplay stagnant. There's not spikes in power. There's not change to the gameplay. I said that in another video. I said that there was stagnant gameplay a lot of the time. It felt like the same loop over and over and over again. It was boring. They're addressing that. But is time to kill one of the reasons why that loop happens, or one of the reasons why the game feels slow? I'm not sure. I want to discuss that because I think that's a very important point. Bungie has essentially, effectively decided not to reduce the time to kill. Everyone always mixes that up. Reducing the time to kill makes it faster, right? You're making that number smaller. And they have actively decided to not really change the formula. What they did is they brought it all in line with about the Uriel's gift. They kind of made everything average. They've really tried to balance it. And that number doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. What they did is they sped up players, they increased the amount of power ammo, increased cooldowns, and so you're going to have varying gameplay where abilities, supers, power ammo are going to come into play and change the monotony of the gunfights. Now, there's some people already pissed about this. Because, even in Destiny 1, people were saying, I don't give a shit about the fusions or the snipers or the shotguns. Just make the primary weapons better. Make them better. I want to shoot a primary weapon. I want to kill someone with my primary weapon. I don't care how good a shotgun is. Just make my primary good so I can deal with them. Just give me the strength in my primary weapon, that speed, that power. So if someone wants to run at me with a shotgun like an idiot, I'm coming at you, I can shoot him from a distance with my primary. When you have a slower time to kill, that allows someone with a power weapon to close the distance on you. And this frustrates a lot of people. It pisses people off. Not everyone, but it pisses some people off because they think high time to kill equals gonna get raped. Oops, shouldn't say that word. Gonna get destroyed by power weapons. But, it's tough to say. It's really tough to say because in Destiny 2, movement has been slowed down, right? There's no Titan skating anymore, no Warlock surfing for the most part. And even though they are increasing the speed, it probably won't be to the level of Titan skating, right? Titan skating made that gap close ridiculous. It was so fast, no one anticipated it would be that fast. It was very hard to balance around that speed. Okay? The other thing, too, is if you look at a game like Halo, right? People are saying that with the really high, really slow time to kill, it feels boring, it feels slow. But a game like Halo has quite slow time to kill as well, and I still think it's really, really fun. There's power weapons in it as well, just like Destiny. The movement is quite a bit slower, so you can't really push a setup in Halo, yet it's still quite fun and rewarding to play Halo. If you look at a battle rifle in Halo, brah, 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 it's a 4-shot kill, right? 5 in the new ones, but it's a 4-shot kill, let's say, from Halo 3, and a hand cannon is a 4-shot kill. So, in that time to kill, it can still, in that time to kill range, it can still be a very fun game. But for whatever reason, I don't know why, Destiny 2 isn't, or wasn't. So even though the time to kill isn't changing, maybe there are things that can make the game more fun. And so here's some of the ideas that they've laid out, and why they think they can make the game more fun, and maybe it will. Until we test this, it's really hard to say. But I want to give my thoughts on these changes and kind of give you my perspective. So the respawns and revives have been really changed. There's going to be more revives in things like trials because when you die, you don't lose your token. That increases, it pretty much doubles the amount of revives that are available in a game of trials, right? I die, my teammate revives me. He dies, I can still revive him. We've essentially doubled the amount that are available. You're also reducing the cooldowns, sorry, I guess the respawn timers in pretty much every game mode, which is kind of cool as well because you have to think. In a slow team-shotting game like Destiny, if you lose a teammate, you're probably playing pretty scared. Shit, Jerry's dead. We can't push out. Huddle together, boys. Huddle together. Right? If your teammate dies, you're sitting together because you don't want to get pumped by the other team. And so the second someone dies, you feel like you should play slow. You should work together. You don't want to push. You're going to die if you're by yourself. Yada, yada, yada. Right? You get punished when someone dies because the other team can push you. But if the other person is coming back very quickly, what starts to happen, or what I think, this is my own brain here, what I think will happen, is even though someone dies, in the back of your head you're thinking, well, power ammo's up right away. My teammate's going to be up right away as well. I might as well go push the power. Instead of camping like a pussy, you're probably going to move around the map. Or you'll see a player and go, I can kill him. I can kill him quick. It's fine. I'll go fight him. My teammate's back. It's fine. Right? So instead of playing slow, playing scared, you're more likely, I think, to push out because you know your teammates are coming back sooner. Maybe. I don't know. That could work. That could be good. The power ammo changes. These are huge. I mean, this is a massive change. 50% reduced cooldowns or respawn timers in Iron Banner, 30 in quick play, 40 in survival, 25 in countdown, and on top of this, they buffed some of the ammo that you get from the weapons, so you get a little bit more. Well, not all of them. Swords and rockets got less, but some of them get more ammo, and if you die, you drop a power brick. So your teammate can pick it up, the enemy can pick it up, there's more areas of contention, and what this means is instead of camping like a pussy, if you get a kill and he drops a power brick, you now need to either move to go and get that power brick, or you need to adjust so you can defend it from the other team. Oh, Jesus, why I sound like I have a speech impediment. If you add places of contention, you add drama, you add excitement to the game. So instead of having 2 power ammo spawns, they've added 2 power ammo spawns with a way reduced cooldown, funneling people towards these power ammos, right? And now someone moves over here on the map and dies, and now there's a spot over there, and then over here, and what you end up getting is pockets of drama, pockets of excitement, pockets of contention, and people might move around the map to get it, to deal with it. You know, it could break setups, it could break up slow gameplay because people care about that power ammo. Now, before I get to competitive here, before I get anything, I want to talk about the speed. Speed changes. Where is it? Okay, all 3 glides, all of the catapult, strafe lift, everything. So pretty much Titans and Warlocks are much faster. The mobility stat is making everyone faster, and you can jack up your mobility to go even faster, which wasn't possible before. Everyone's moving quicker, right? And so now that everyone is moving quicker, you have now buffed power weapons as well. Because if I have a shotgun and I can close the gap on you 10% faster, it is now easier for me to get a kill with that shotgun and mess you up, right? If I could push in with a fusion rifle because I'm faster, that's great. I think that these speed changes can do a lot. It allows you to flank faster. It makes it harder for people reading the radar to adjust to your flank because even though they can see you on the radar, you are moving faster and closing that distance faster. If you have a power weapon, you can still mess them up. This is a big change. But until we know the exact speed changes, until we can test it, it's really hard to say. But if this is as fast as I'm hoping it will be, this could change everything, right? Everything. especially with how much power ammo is coming. Like this is a lot. This is a lot of good stuff. I think. I think. I hope. Prove me right. Prove me right, Bungie. Make sure it's good. Now let's talk about competitive. Essentially, what they did is they removed radar in competitive. Now this could be good because without radar, you can't just sit waiting looking at your radar like you can in regular quick play. Kind of radar scumming, if you will, staring at that radar all day makes the gameplay stagnant because it's extremely hard to push. You know where everyone is. It's very hard to flank, if not impossible, and this changes things. So when you throw in no radar and increased speed and increased power, it is going to make this very fast, potentially, or it's going to make it shitty. It's going to make it shitty because you can't tell when someone's coming, and you play scared because of it. You play scared because you think maybe there's a guy with a shotgun behind that wall, and I don't know about it. I can't hear him. I don't know. I think that Destiny 2 doesn't have the best audio cues. Yeah, you can't hear someone boosting around, Titan skating, chasing you. And so at times I feel like maybe we'll be caught off guard because of the lack of radar. But if you go back to the Halo, if you ever played MLG Halo no radar, you can get shot and recognize, oh god, he shot me first, and you run. Instead of turning around and trying to fight, you have to actively run. For some people, that's boring, terrible gameplay. For other people, they like it because it's more tactical. I don't know until I test this. Maybe this no radar could be amazing. Maybe competitive is now the game, the game mode everyone's playing, or it's going to be like Spooky Trials and people hate it. It's really going to be opinionated here. I want to see how this plays out. Okay? Also, competitive, aka Trials. No radar in Trials. So this makes it a little scary as well, because no radar in a regular game mode means, oh, I made a mistake, I died, he caught me off guard, whatever. But in Trials, where your death is so important, I have a feeling Trials is going to be super, super slow. People are gonna play like pussies because they're like, well, I've only got one life and I don't have any radar. I don't know when to push. I'm just gonna sit here and read a book. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be tough. Okay. So now we're gonna boost through a lot of this stuff. Arc Strider, Sentinel, Striker all move faster. Great. The Arc Strider got a huge buff. It looks like faster attack animations, faster dodging, increased range on the attacks. Maybe it'll be great. I don't know. Shoulder charge changes were reverted. Essentially, they nerfed using shoulder charge as a movement ability. Before, you could go around a corner and then go around the corner with shoulder charge, and they really nerfed that. They're bringing it back. I like it. Dawnblade has been drastically improved in every single area. So many different areas. That's cool. I can't wait to see how Dawnblade plays out. There's some invisibility and dodge changes. They increased the durations. They made these pretty strong. An extra second of invisibility is a lot of power. Especially when you're invisible, when it ruins aim assist on it. Well, I guess they're changing how the aim assist works on 2. I want to test these before I make any real comments. But this stuff right here, this stuff is pretty huge. This is really big. One of my complaints is it takes so long to get your super back. It takes so long to get your melees, your class abilities, your grenades back, that the gameplay honestly just feels like primary duel, healing, primary duel, healing, primary duel, healing. And there's no change to that. It's always the same damn thing. But now we're getting our super a minute and a half faster. A minute and 40 seconds faster. More supers around the map, more shutdowns, more exciting moments. Great. There's going to be more grenades available, more melee abilities available. Means, if I'm getting pushed by someone, maybe I can take him out with that grenade usage, where before, you really would save onto a grenade. Now you have more available to make an outplay. Could be good. I'm excited. And now this stuff, I'm just going to go over this mega fast. They're essentially buffing all weapons. especially in PvE. That's what it says to me is PvE, all the weapons are stronger, you're going to feel more powerful. Great. But for PvP, they haven't done anything crazy to impact the time to kill. They haven't really done anything to like change archetypes or like nothing here stands out as amazing. Other than maybe the hand cannons, they're increasing the ADS accuracy on console, hip fire accuracy on console. I know that hand cannons on console were very weak compared to PC. On PC, a lot of people use them. But the fact that they're buffing hand cannons on console, I think a lot of you guys are going to like that. But everything else is pretty meh. Nothing too crazy. There's a big giant buff to sniper rifles. They've increased multiple different avenues here. They said that they've reworked sniper rifles. And I want to see how this plays out. But the way Destiny plays out currently, sniper rifles just feel shitty. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I think it's because you don't have rockets and sniper like you did in Destiny 1. You don't have last word and a sniper. You've got a pretty shitty primary weapon, and then you've got a sniper. So if someone comes up close, you're fucked. If they've got a shotgun, you're screwed because you don't have last word to deal with it. If they're using a scout rifle and you're trying to aim down sights with your sniper and they scout rifle you, it jacks your aim up. Snipers just feel weak. So maybe all of these changes will help, but it's still they're still shitty, unfortunately. Some of these perks got some nice changes here as well. Like all of these changes are pretty cool, especially Dragonfly. Dragonfly is essentially the Firefly perk, right? Wait, what is on the screen above me? Is my green screen? It is. The Dragonfly perk, which is essentially the Firefly perk, they drastically increase this, it looks like. That's gonna be great. I think it'll be good. But that's pretty much it. Those are like the main things. I don't want to talk about the invisibility stuff until I really test it. I don't know. As I said with the snipers, they had to change a bunch of nasty bugs. All that stuff. Those are like the main things. Those are my main thoughts. This went way longer than expected. I know that I'm a rambly little fucker, but maybe this was interesting to listen to or watch. I appreciate you guys watching the channel. I appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Bye.